A woman's body found dead in the drained bathtub of her suburban home. At first, it looks like an accidental drowning, but when cops take a closer look,
there's really no feasible way for a 280-pound person in a small 5-foot tub with an incline back that their head could even get below the water line.
But who could possibly want Lee-Ann Shannon, a doting wife and mother of 2 young children, dead?
Her kids were her life. Like, she just loved her children.
Detectives learned this family of 4 had a new 5th member, the 20-year-old nanny, Jamie Hathaway.
All of a sudden, we find out that he's having an affair with this girl.
And apparently Tim Shannon, a prominent local councilman, came clean about the affair to Lee-Ann.
Apparently there were arguments. The word has it that Tim went and was seeing a lawyer to divorce her. Between him and Jamie, I guess they felt that they could just say to Lee-Ann, okay, you're gonna pack up your things and you're gonna leave. Tim had asked her to move out.
The whole sordid betrayal threw Lee-Ann into a downward emotional spiral.
Lee-Ann struggled with depression and other issues related to that, developed, we believe, a drinking issue. Tim Shannon ultimately decided he wanted to be with the younger woman.
Cops say on the last night of Lee-Ann's life, she was drowning her heartbroken sorrows in hard liquor.
The night of December 28th, we believe that Lee-Ann bought several bottles of Boone's Farm and Everclear and got drunk. We are told when she was drinking she would take a bath.
But what exactly happened next is a mystery, until it wasn't.
This is Tim Shannon.
A 911 call is placed by Tim himself, who found Lee-Ann.
How warm or cold is she?
Cold.
Cold? What's the water temperature?
Oh, I drained it.
Cops arrive at the house and question Tim.
He claimed she had slipped under the water on her own due to her intoxication and that he had found her that way.
Detectives quickly learned the nanny, Jamie, happened to be out of the house with the kids the morning Lee-Ann is found in the tub.
So we felt it was imperative to get some information from her.
Investigators immediately bring Jamie down to the station and grill her about Lee-Ann's sudden death. That interrogation captured on an audio recording.
What was your relationship with Tim?
He's one of my best friends.
As soon as detectives press further, Jamie openly admits to the sexual affair with Tim.
Was there something that sparked between you and he?
Depends on what you mean.
Was there an affair between you two?
Yeah.
Did you say you and Tim are in love?
I am.
With Tim?
Yes.
Suddenly, cops wondered, could their love affair be a motive for murder?
Well, the fact that they had extramarital affair alone is a reason for suspicion.
And if that's not enough to cast doubt in the detectives' minds, the next clue was about to drop.
She also informed us that the 29th, the date that Lee-Ann was found dead, was the day that she and Timothy had decided that she would be moving into the residence and Lee-Ann would not be there anymore. So was the plan then that day that after Lee-Ann moved out, was gone out of the house, you were coming to stay?
Yep.
But Jamie claims a monkey wrench was thrown into their plan when Lee-Ann accidentally drowned. Cops aren't buying Jamie's story, and the case is quickly turning into a homicide investigation.
If you want to help clear this up for yourself or any other questions we may have down the line, by all means, this is your shining moment right here, today.
You think he killed her, is what you're telling me.
But what detectives were really thinking at the time is that a plan for divorce had long been underway. Others connected to Jamie and Tim also believed something was up.
I thought they were planning something.
At one time, Jamie rented a room from Stacy Skarupa, who says she recalls the couple being there together and acting very suspicious on several occasions.
The feeling I got about the Timothy and Jamie being together were very unsettling. it was abnormal quiet with them in the room together.
Jamie, have you ever thought of drowning or hurting Lee-Ann?
There are times that I want to smack her, but to actually kill her, not really.
Has Tim ever communicated to you that he wanted to harm Lee-Ann at any point?
None that I can recall.
She stated that she did not have any involvement or that this was not a planned incident, but we were getting the feeling that it was, that this may have been premeditated.
Did you have anything to do with her death?
No,
Did Tim have anything to do with her death?
I don't think he did.
But could detectives prove otherwise? Jamie revealed that she had already moved her personal belongings to the residence, packed in bins, sitting in Tim's storage shed. When cops raided the shed, they found a treasure trove of what could be incriminating evidence.
We discovered documents in her handwriting where they were planning to go to Las Vegas for marriage. She had a checklist of things to do prior to being married. Our belief was the obvious reason was that she needed to be removed for their relationship to continue.
She had diaries, and in these diaries she had one particular saying that I remember is burn after dying. It could have been burn after Lee-Ann Shannon was killed.
Then, even more references. Were they possibly predicting Lee-Ann's last breath? On a piece of notebook paper, an ominous list with death surrounds the mother and suicide in Jamie's handwriting. There's also a box labeled go through last after Lee-Ann leaves. Detectives also found jewelry that belonged to Lee-Ann's mother that had gone missing from the house. There's even a family photo, but take a close look. Lee-Ann is folded out of the picture. Cops also scoured computers where they found racy messages between Jamie and Tim.
Tim and Jamie were very prolific chatters, and they would make plans for where they would meet, for getting together, sex talk, pictures, clothed and naked, at least one picture of them being intimate together.
It's a long, hot, seemingly incriminating list of evidence. But now cops wondered, did sexual intimacy and suspicious diary entries tucked away by the nanny add up to murder?
We poured over everything we could, looking for any evidence of collusion, any evidence that this was a plan, that there was some premeditation.
Despite the sizzling clues, cops had no physical evidence to hold Jamie on murder charges. Back at the station, they wrapped up their interview with the nanny. They then set their sights on Tim.
Jamie Hathaway left the building. We had a unit available, and we informed that patrol officer that we wanted him to follow her to see where she goes, because we needed to get to the Shannon residence. Knocked upon the main door of the residence, could see Mr. Shannon inside, and asked him to come down, and he did so voluntarily.
In the interview, detectives questioned Tim about his relationship with Lee-Ann and his affair with Jamie. Then, they go in for the jugular.
You kind of see the problem we're developing here, Tim? You got the movie of the week going on. Things don't make a whole lot of sense.
Next, exactly who else was near the tub that tragic day?
Tell me what happened. Because what I've read so far, I think, is a bunch of BS. Let's get it out in front of us.
Now detectives haul Tim down to the station.
Ash, come down here. I want to speak with you.
And right off the bat, they ask about the steamy affair in this audio interrogation.
Tim, there's a rumor going around that you had a sexual affair with